Rogers here with Hawaiian Trike. It's a gorgeous Sunday morning in the summer of 2023. We're here on Oahu on the North Shore, and I want to wish everybody a happy day no matter where you are. Hope all your days are going good. And today I'm out riding with a new friend of ours, Mark here, who hails from Georgia. And give him a shaka sign there, Mark. Anyway, we're riding out to Sharks Cove today, so hang with us and we'll do a little talking as we go. Well, Mark is an experienced multi-gear diamond frame cyclist who has some experience riding highways and streets. But this is his first ride on a recumbent trike, and one with pedal assist. Because we are riding 27 miles today, mostly on busy cam highway, it's best to do a short learning session on the equipment here in our neighborhood street. Okay, Mark's gonna show us the proper way to get in and out of these trikes. We don't have anything to hold on to, so you kind of just aim and get back in there, and to get out, right there. And then I have got these clip-ons for my trike, but Mark has to use these bob clip-ons, and basically you're just putting a strap behind you, and that keeps it so his feet don't go under the front axle, which is not a healthy thing. Great job, Mark. Well, like a regular diamond frame bike, we always shift into low gear when coming to a stop. It's good to back off the crank pressure when using a derailleur. Because we use quick releases on the guest trike's adjustable boom length, we have to avoid heavy pedal and crank pressure, which could turn the boom and crank assembly. We really should use pedal assist and low gears when that kind of pressure is needed. You can also use the wheelchair method if you happen to stop in a pothole or you can't start your roll easily. Trike has a 10-gear derailleur, but we pretty much only use 4 or 5, maybe 6 of these as we're riding. And we use that in concert with our pedal assist here. And so we can turn that thing up and crank it up 1 through 5 settings on there. So Mark's job is to get both of those working together as we go, and we'll do some testing here in the neighborhood, and then we get on the highway. That's the big challenge. The other thing we want to talk about is when we're using derailleur, just like a regular traditional 10-speed or multi-speed bike, you kind of back off on your crank pressure when you're shifting a gear. Same stuff we learned riding a regular bike. And also, it's very important that you don't give 2 shakas at the same time, because the steering on this is very wobbly. You need to have one hand on control. Good job, Mark. Today, Mark will be riding our guest or Ohana recumbent trike. The guest or Ohana trike FX20 is a little narrower than my HP Scorpion FS26. So if I squeeze through an opening, you should too. On our ride, I will be using traditional hand signals, including pothole and debris on our path. And on the beginning ride, I will also communicate what assist speeds, 1 through 5, I would recommend on your trike at specific times during the ride. We'll have the wind at our back going out to the North Shore, and the hills are very gradual. I'll use a fist to communicate to shift to off to conserve battery or to get a little more exercise. We'll probably use 1 and 2 assists going out and 1 through 4 assists coming back into that headwind. I won't suggest derailleur speeds other than to remind you to drop to low when coming to a stop. While riding on Hawaiian highways, it's really important to use our mirrors as much as possible to keep an idea of where the cars and trucks are. While most car and truck drivers don't know this, we cyclists have just as much right to ride on the car lane. The key is not to take this for granted. When there is no shoulder, we have to ride in the car lane and then get back over the shoulder as soon as possible. We got to show a low spirit and thank them with give them a good shaka sign for letting us do that and share the road with them. We want to be as visible as possible when in the car lane, and let's keep a tight formation when riding in heavy traffic. We use hand signals to move to the car lane. I was riding with my son and grandson the other day, you know, the mountain bikers of the family, and I rode my trike. Well, these mountain bikers don't use mirrors as they're usually riding off-road. So I had to explain to my grandson that when I was his age back in the 50s, a lot of cars did not have turn indicators, and we were all taught how to use arm signals, which I demonstrated to him. He looked at me like I was from outer space.
Ride into a virgin shore where the tides run to evermore.
I've run up and down this road
Yeah.
on foot, and I will say this is exponentially more pleasant.
As the sea seems to kiss the land.
Well, it's a happy day because I'm out riding on my trike again. Got it back from the shop and got the brakes fixed. Works like a charm. They only had it one day. It was great. And then we spent a little time working on the Ohana, or my guest trike here, and we had to fix the suspension on this thing. So now let's take a look at that. And that back suspension that you see there, Mark, jump up and down. Just jump up and down so we can see that suspension working. There you go. And what happened there is when we bought this thing, the guy who had it, he had it already cranked all the way to the max, maybe to get a faster ride on smooth surface, but it was crazy trying to ride that thing. Well, notice how Mark is pulling away from me here. Now, this is what normally happens with those first-time assist riders. They love the feeling of that power and usually take off when they're riding ahead of me. Well, at this juncture, they're not too concerned about battery conservation. Well, I gotta give him a little freedom, I guess. Fortunately, he has a full battery and we will not use it all in today's ride. Well, it's a gorgeous day, as I said. This is summer. This is what happens, is that this whole beach just turns flat. No white water at all. Not very crowded, right? Sunset Beach. I know, we've been here many times, but this is what it's like during the summer. And this is Mark's first trip out on a trike. So we went through a half an hour worth of training back at the house so he can get used to it and learn the difference between shifting with your derailleur and using your assist. And his first reaction is he can't believe it. It's so much fun.
Sliding on the ocean blue as the walls around me slowly spew. Riding through the crystal foam, through the passage to my home. I see the passion in her eyes.
Well, we made it to our destination here, which is 3 Tables Beach Park. Got a nice shady spot. Good time to hydrate. Probably talk for a half an hour. Shooting the breeze. Watching the beautiful, gorgeous beach in front of us. This is where I come most of my rides out to the North Shore. Mark said he wished we had our snorkel gear. I said that's true. We need somebody to watch the trikes though. But it's gorgeous snorkeling right here.
Riding through the crystal flow, through the passage to my home. I see the passion.
Well, I guess we're finding out that there's not a better way to hang out and relax at the beach than to be in a hammock overlooking the Pacific Ocean. It's awesome. Well, we're taking off. Had a nice long visit over there at Three Tables. Well, here we are at Sharks Cove, and there are a ton of tourists out in the water there snorkeling. It's great. It's really great stuff.
Are the traces in the sand as the sea seems to kiss the land?
Well, we're at the end of our ride on a gorgeous summer's day. We started off the ride talking about how to get used to riding a recumbent trike with pedal assist and riding the highways of the North Shore of Oahu. Mark was absolutely great. He had it down by the time we were a couple miles from home and really showed his street smarts. We hope you guys are having an awesome summer and your rides are excellent. Please be healthy, safe, happy, and forever young. Until our next island rendezvous, aloha.